Gettysburg. Scott and I are walking through day one of the battle. We're up, I think we're northwest of Gettysburg, so this is where the Confederates originally came in from. And Scott's going to do a lot of the talking, but this is a great, I mean, I've never been here before. This is a well-preserved battlefield, and that's pretty cool. We're going to walk out here and check it out, and I'll just do little snippets of the battlefield. We just parked in a parking spot, and we found out it wasn't a good place to park, so Scott's just moving his car real quick, and we'll be right back with you. I don't know a ton about it, but this is Seminary Ridge. This is like, I think, a main artillery battery. Got the cannon up here. We got a lot of signs and a walking path, so we're gonna be trucking out here and checking it all out.
Straight away. And they actually held on to the ground until the morning of the 4th of July because the concern was after Pickett's assault,
they were weakened.
There would be an immediate counterattack, and it never came.
If Grant would have been here, it would have happened.
Oh, yeah.
So that was over there, that white building, that's Lee's headquarters after this first day.
Yeah, the one with the brick house with the white trim on it.
I'm zooming in on that bugger.
Yeah.
So the Union on day one, I mean, we're going to walk up here and see where Reynolds held. Yeah, I think you're right, Scott. That's Reynolds. That's going to be a gun line facing the other direction. And then South Carolinians and North Carolinians, after they pushed Reynolds back, attacked this on Seminary Ridge.
And they would have taken over and then gone into the town.
Yeah.
The main fight
and they fought in town. And then they stopped when the Union started digging in, right? But that's tomorrow's thing. Off we go. A lot of snake rail fences. These are good ones here too. They're well built.
See where those, every time we see a brass cannon in the deck,
yeah,
that's a battlefield marker. I think, depending on how the cannon is, whether it's muzzle down or muzzle up, it's also a point of where a significant individual was killed.
Oh, okay. We'll have to go there and check that on the way back, the return route. All right, cool. See you in a minute. Oh, it's a bunch of statues over there, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Like,
everybody.
The whole battlefield is littered with statues because after the war, right up to
just enough time to read this later on. And you can see the ridge line ahead of, that's McPherson's ridge ahead of us then.
Yep.
I think.
So the Confederates would be coming through from the
on
north
the
over that way.
We'll get a better view of that when we get up there, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Cool.
I'll just quickly check out this one.
That's just part of the seminary, which is awesome. All these are period buildings. There's a better view of Lee's headquarters over there. Nice. All right. That's where. Would you say Buford and who?
Reynolds.
Reynolds.
So when Reynolds came up, he would have met Buford there, and then Buford and Reynolds would have gone forward.
Reynolds definitely should have stayed up there. Yeah, it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
That's not that.
He was too good a general.
Yeah, we went out there and got
smoked
smoked.
With the gear.
Nice. That's awesome. It's actually a pretty cool building. You sit up on that porch and you can actually see right down this road. I'm sure this pike was still here. I think it's that one. Sorry about that.
I think they actually used it for the movie as well.
Nice. I'll have to go back and watch it after this. All right, what? Oh, there was a hospital here too. Edward McPherson Farm was First Corps Field Civil War Hospital.
Yeah, 2 days after the battle.
Oh, okay. That could have been one of the farms from. Well, I guess they're all going to look the same. The barns from the.
Close to it, yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody used the same architecture plans. So this was the first line of defense. Scott and I wanted to. I asked Scott to get me to wanted to walk through this chronologically. So we're here. This is where Buford and who?
Well, Buford initially met them.
Oh yeah, it was cavalry.
Reynolds. So Devlin with the cavalry commanders. There was Devlin, Gamble. No, I can't think of the third chap.
No, you don't know me.
Buford commanded the cavalry division. So he would have come here with his 3 brigades. Initially, he posted one way out to the right, and when there was nothing matched, and then the fight was really developing here, And they basically, as the Confederates were coming up and thinking it was just militia, and it's like, they just won't go. And so as they started pouring more in, and the Yankee cavalry brigades that were here, as they were getting retreated, he brought the cavalry that was posted out to the right, he brought them in here. And so basically the situation for the Confederates was thinking, okay, we're up against a cavalry brigade, but when they concentrated and came in, really they were hitting the cavalry division. So,
and then the infantry came up here with...
Yeah, and then, so you go back to the cupola, and if you see beyond the barn,
yeah, the left here.
Yeah, so Reynolds is up, Buford's up there controlling the battle from back there. Reynolds meets him there, basically on horseback, and yells up to him, so what's going on, John? And he goes, well, there's the devil to pay. Yep. And then the 1st Division, 1st Brigade, 1st Corps gets pitched in.
And they all got put on
and so when the Rebs finally think, okay, it's not militia, it's Union cavalry, the next thing they go is, holy cow, it's Union infantry. They're a little bit more sticky. They're going to be harder to push again. And eventually, over the first day, they do drive them back just by sheer weight of numbers. But you've got a really, really good cavalry brigade. You've got an outstanding infantry division.
Yeah. The best thing Union had, probably.
Yeah, probably the best infantry in the Union Army. And they hold them long enough so that they can secure the high ground for day 2.
And we're really concerned that black powder gives a +1 save or +1 to hit by this fence line.
Yeah.
We don't buy it.
Yeah. I'm not having it, damn it.
We've got a couple Parrott guns here. They're probably 3-inch ordnance rifles or something, right?
They look like Napoleons.
Are they?
They're rifles. No, these are rifles.
I think there was ordnance rifles and Parrott guns, right? I think the Parrott gun had the bigger part on the back, I think, from what I...
Essentially, however, the real difference is one gun's rifled, one gun is smoothbore.
Gotcha.
Smoothbores, actually, there was a lot to be said for them.
Yeah, because you could fire the canister and shit.
Yeah. I mean, you could fire a canister out of a rifle as well, I'm pretty sure.
Just wasn't good.
But the thing with a smoothbore, they tend to be quicker to load. And they're, you know...
Read that sign, hopefully. That's kind of cool. It's the street. Hall's 2nd Main Battery. I'll go over here and check this out. Let's see that. This is Reynolds. Wow. And you can see back up the road to the next line of resistance was back there. It's amazing. They did a great job preserving this. This is the cavalry commander.
Yeah, 1st Division of the Cavalry Corps.
Awesome. Scott said he didn't die about 8 months after the war. He died of pneumonia, or after the battle, he died of pneumonia.
Yeah, several months after. I can't remember exactly when, but died of illness. I think it was pneumonia.
Once again, kudos to everyone that gave money to preserve this.
So I don't know if it was this particular barrel,
Yeah,
but this is where the first shot was fired.
of the whole battle.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Went down there into those trees. Johnny Reb probably came up out of there and got smoked. Wow. Oh. All right. The guys came back and paid for it, huh? It's got some numbers over here on the side. Recruited in Philadelphia, Union, August, September 18th. I can't even read it all. It's kind of worn off.
So there was 397 that went into action on 3 p.m. at 3:30 on the first.
Yeah.
53 were killed, 134 were
So they lost
wounded.
60%.
Well, 53, killed and mortally wounded, so 53 killed. 134 wounded, 77 missing or captured.
Wow. So they lost half their people.
Yeah. You find some regiments have like these astronomical casualty rates.
Marker for the First Corps.
Reynolds.
We'll have to pay more attention. I would have missed that. Good eye, brother.
I'm just trying to think. Killed instantly.
70-year-old farmer came out here, grabbed a musket, joined up with the Union. He was wounded in 3 places.
Get off my lawn!
What? Let's take it to the next level. You young little whippersnappers playing around in my yard with your cannons. Oh, that's cool.
Those damn redlegs.
Well, these are guys that brought, what's his name back?
14th Brooklyn Infantry, New York City Militia, the 84th New York Volunteers. I'm pretty certain. I think these are those damn redlegs.
Okay.
They're the ones that had the. I'm pretty sure it's the 14th Brooklyn.
Were they the one who carried him out?
Yeah, they were with him. The guys from this regiment. If it's the one I think it is, I could be wrong. These are the ones that when Reynolds was killed, they were on there with him.
Cool. Oh, there's a monolith down there at the end, isn't there?
Yeah, I just want to see what it is.
Virginia infantry marker, and then we've got a big one here.
Wisconsin infantry. Yeah, you'll find all down here now. There'll be monuments to infantry regiments from the.
Yeah, so Scott was saying that after the war, a lot of these regiments came back to take care of their brothers, and they paid for these things themselves. The Iron Brigade, nice! Wow. Only went in with 370 guys. Wow. 2nd West Virginia. They weren't even a state until after the war, right?
I think that's, well, it says 1863 on the flag. So
Yeah. Yeah, it probably wasn't ratified in the Congress afterwards, but we gotta think about this. 1st Brigade, 1st Division, 1st Corps, Culp's Hill, Iron Brigade, more of them. 2nd, something volunteer.
Wisconsin, is it?
Yeah, 2nd REC is
Regiment.
2nd Regiment. That's a G.
Wisconsin Volunteer Infantry.
There you go.
1st Brigade, 1st Division, 1st Corps.
They should have their numbers of how bad they got their butts kicked.
Yeah, it's over here. Effectives. So effectives July 1st, 302 killed, 26 wounded, 155.
Holy cow. Missing 52.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's when regiments died hard, man.
Yeah. Imagine the paperwork coming back from us. How much we went on patrol?
Yeah, it was all handwritten.
Came back. Yeah, we lost 80% of the guys. Like, okay.
Good effort. That'll make the papers.
We're ready to go back out tomorrow.
that'll make the paper tomorrow.
We're ready for day 2. Another West Virginia unit.
Yeah, so Meredith, he commanded the Iron Brigade.
Oh, did he? Okay.
1st Brigade, Brigadier General Solomon Meredith.
And Colonel William W. Robinson. 19th Indiana, 24th.
So,
This is the whole thing. It's the whole brigade.
When you see that there's this beautiful painting by Traioni, and they're coming through this woods, uncasing their colours.
Oh, that's when you were talking
shot.
about.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it'll be like literally you can see them in this painting. They're coming through these thickets here.
Yeah.
And they're getting here, and there's fire coming in them, and the colour party is like, holy shit!
Unfurling everything to get
trying
ready.
to get the colours out of the casings.
Wow. This is a whole brigade marker.
Yeah. So the brigade would have been in along here.
19th Indiana, 24th Michigan.
Yeah.
Second Division, 6th and 7th Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And they lost. They lost everybody.
Yeah. The
54 officers, 666 men are missing. Holy! They lost everybody. They lost the yard. Oh, we got another one.
The Iron Brigade. This was the last battle.
North Michigan up there, and they were shooting through this stuff.
Yeah, this is Archer's Brigade. So this is the Confederates.
Okay.
This is where. So Archer's Brigade is the one that met the Iron Brigade through here.
They came through that crap.
Yeah.
They probably lost everybody. They lost the world. They were off to July 2nd, and the July 3rd they formed Longstreet's assault. And then they fought on the 1st. They took the 2nd off.
Yeah. Well, after the 1st, they were pretty much. Hey, we need a breather, man.
Oh, they firing right flank and opening a crossfire. The positions became advanced with divisions later in the day. In the morning, reached this position. So they got the next day off. That was nice of them. And then they got.
Yeah.
And they were in Longstreet's assault against probably something, and it didn't go well. Even Longstreet didn't want to do that assault.
Yeah, this is when they came. They thought
Virginia.
we're fighting cavalry. Like they were under no illusions. These are regular. Like these aren't militia. There's regulars. And when they came up, they thought they were pushing cavalry back, and then that's when the infantry hit them, and they went.
They'd already marched 6 miles before they got engaged, and then they fought for 600 feet. That took all day. Yeah. Holy cow! What are these guys doing?
Pettigrew's Brigade.
Oh, okay. You were talking about the 2 H's. Heath and
Hill. Yeah.
AP Hill, right?
Yeah.
AP Hill was I think he was a corps commander.
Yeah, he was.
They lost everybody too. 100 yards facing the woods.
So 1985, erected by the state of North Carolina. Bravo. Well done, people of North Carolina.
Money well spent. 1862. Yes, it's a big chunk of their boys. Pouring volley into each other at a distance no greater than 20 paces. That would have sucked.
So that,
with 61, 63 caliber weapons at 20 paces.
That in like Pickett's charge, that's close. That's hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
This idea of like more guns, hand-to-hand combat is actually trading blows. No, it's point-blank volleys in each other's face, with occasionally maybe a company, trying to close with a bayonet or something.
I still don't want to see the activation.
Yes.
Inside joke. All right, here we go. We're going on the run, or we're going now. We might hit the end of the line here.
Yeah, that's it. Well, it would have continued along to be more.
All right, we've kind of moved back from where Reynolds was, and now we're on another line here. A lot of good artillery. Look down there. Oh, look at all the monuments all the way down there, Scott. Wow. Let's go this way too, because we're going to check all this out. Hang on. Solid, it's the same guy.
Bloodsworth, yeah. So, armed again.
All right. Well, I guess they don't just sit in a 10-foot area. Cover a little bit. Yeah. We're going to walk up here and check out the world.
Held until relieved by First Corps.
One squadron picking ridge east of Marsh Creek. Met enemy's left advance. Killed.
Lost 5 guys here.
That's not bad. Could have been worse.
Well, they're cavalry.
We reached a railroad cut where things went really badly.
Yeah. You don't want to be
on this railway cut. Oh, the battle flag surrendered to the 6th Wisconsin. This is where the Mississippi went, yeah. That's what you said, 2nd Mississippi? You said 2nd Mississippi. Yeah. This is where they surrendered. They surrendered. Yeah.
Before they can get out, the Yanks get up. Basically, just point their muskets in there and go, look, just
You're done.
surrender, guys.
Yeah, they had 30 killed, 116 wounded, 22, they don't know where they had, 168 surrendered.
Yeah.
They were done. 95th New York were the guys that beat them out.
Yeah.
Large part of Davis's Mississippi Brigade. Whole brigade got smoked in here. Held position on Oak Hill, being outflanked, moved to right of a seminary supporting battery 4. Retired from position to Culp's Hill where it remained. Wow, and this is the railway cut, as indicated by the railway. Make sure I don't fall off this thing. That grass is kind of, yeah. You get cut in there, you're screwed. That's some hard sides to get up. Doesn't really get clear till back there. They probably hid in there because they thought they could sneak up and outflank somebody, and then they just got screwed.
It was 14th Brooklyn over there, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's them.
Nice.
So they got white gaiters, red trousers, blue jacket, yellow Hungarian knots on the shoulder.
Bet they look sharp.
Yeah, and their
This
kepi is, I'm pretty sure it's red, or it might have a red top, I can't remember.
It's a pretty sharp look from a pretty good view from up here.
Let me see.
Wow. That's good stuff. Here's the railway cut where the Mississippi boys got stuck in. Probably it's good.
So yeah, this is the...
You're getting cover from the artillery at least.
That's for my blog. There's damned redlegs.
Nice.
Perry miniatures.
Look at that view. Are they Perry Zouaves?
Yeah, but then I painted up
14th New York. Left flank of the 14th New York.
Yeah. So, no right here.
And now we got more cavalry over here. Alright. 3rd Indiana Cavalry.
They would have been up here, and then when the infantry came up, the cavalry would have bugged out.
Yeah. It's all you guys.
They would have gone off to secure a flank or something like that.
Gravely Run, White Oak Road, 5-4 Appomattox. What the heck's this? Oh, 147th New York Infantry, 2nd Brigade, 1st Division, 1st Corps.
You see that big ass monument over there?
Yeah.
That has got me intrigued.
Is what?
That has got me intrigued.
I know, we gotta go check that out. I think we should drive over to that one.
Yeah.
These guys fought at Chancellorsville, Mine Run, Wilderness, Spotsylvania, North Cold Harbor. Oh, that was a night one. Surprised anybody lived through that thing. About the trapped in the cut. Pretty much close to what it is now. Dolls.
Okay, so from here we'll look like this. Got shot the shreds and surrendered. Oh, there you go. Captain Cup.
Yeah. Can't read these markers here. These have worn out. Oh, 147th New York right flank. So they went from here to there.
Yeah.
And this one is the 56. What would be PV?
What is it?
PV.
Maybe.
That's it. Oh, some writing on the back of Wadsworth. I'm gonna read that.
Oh yeah, 56 Pennsylvania Volunteers.
Yeah,
And these are the 147th New York Infantry. All these monuments to various regiments, both Confederate and the left-hand side.
Oh, he got killed in the wilderness.
For the Davis Brigade.
Well, I'm gonna have to look over that one.
Right.
It looks like soybeans.
It's like I'm talking about Pennsylvania, the land of plenty.
Yeah. These guys.
You gotta get up the car and bring it down here?
No, I'm walking.
Alright.
That is an amazing view. That's how Kentucky looks a lot like that.
Yeah. So
You give him the old potato.
You've not given me enough potato. A potato gruel with a side of potatoes
That's got
and some hash browns. I'm going to be skipping on the potatoes.
Core, we've already seen this one. It's the same one we've seen a couple times. You see all the markers going. Oh. That just looks just like the barn from the Warlord Games kit. We'll see if we see more of those things.
Yeah.
Cavalry marker, 1st Brigade, 1st Division, Cavalry Corps, first line of battle.
First shot as the enemy crossed the Marsh Creek Bridge.
How far away is that? It's got to be down there? Oh, that must have been a bridge right there. It's definitely a marsh in there.
Yeah, well, it'd have to be the low ground.
Yeah.
So it must have been just on the other side of that fence line there.
Yeah.
So as they would have come up to there, we would have gone, pour it in, boys.
Yeah, let them have it. Welcome to the party. Welcome to...
Which just goes to show how close they are shooting at each other.
Yeah. Now this is, whenever we see these artillery pieces, I guess it's good and bad. Let's see what happened here.
Admiral Doubleday's first.
Oh, good for him. This is after he took over.
Yeah, yeah.
So barrels down are bad, barrels up are headquarters.
Pretty sure if it's a barrel in the deck, it's like a general officer was killed.
This will be the, it looks like a small unit here. They got 2 markers for, this will be a left and a right flank of somebody here. Probably about 100.
New York Cavalry.
Oh, that's why.
Left flank.
Gamble.
So his brigade consists of the 8th and 12th Illinois, 4 companies, and the 3rd Indiana, 6 companies. New York, of 8th New York Cavalry. So 8th, 12th Illinois, 4 companies, 3rd Indiana, 6 companies, and 4th New York. So
And some cavalry.
4 cavalry regiments.
Nice.
And even though it's not 4 cavalry regimental strength, if you've got more than one squadron, it's a cavalry regiment.
Got ya. We've got some rifled artillery, which is always fun for the whole family.
So it's like,
Scott's gonna make him sing. Bang! Crazy. Battery L. 1st New York Light Artillery. 1st Battery Corps. Good stuff.
fun fact.
Unfallible. Yeah, Union General Reynolds said, "Go get them, gents." That's where he got it.
For God's sakes, man forward. And then he got shot. See, God's sakes, and drive those fellas out of the woods. And that's when they go through there, in that wood, and I'll tell you where they were uncasing their colour. Yeah.
There's the farm.
Yeah.
That's like perfect. So he must have died right here.
Pretty much here. Maybe.
Fight like the devil. You said that about 6 or 7 times, didn't you?
Yeah.
Wow. That is, yeah, get that on your phone. That's good stuff.
So this is approximately where General Reynolds.
Good on you. This is 151st Pennsylvania. They got smacked. I hope they gave them day 2 and day 3 off, because they only had 50 guys left. Holy cow. Good on you, lads. I don't even talk. Alright, so this is, I hope I recorded that Pennsylvania stuff. That was pretty cool. Just in case I didn't. Do it again. Give them the potato. 151st Pennsylvania. Wow. And they lost like 80% of their men, so I hope they got the rest of the battle off. They deserve some hazard duty pay. And then we got more cavalry over there. See Scott over there, and then this is basically where the Confederates would have pushed their left. It's too many of them. They slowed them down, but start getting your flank taken, hosed. Wow. All right, we got stuff all the way down here to look at. Check it out. Drive this, already?
Yeah.
We'll double day.
He took over from Reynolds.
After Reynolds passed away.
Killed him.
He made it to, I don't know when he passed away.
Brevet Brigadier General, Major General U.S. Army, March 1860. For gallant and meritorious service during the war. Yeah, so he's breveted a Brigadier General.
I don't see him. We'll have to look up, see when he actually didn't. Oh, 1893? He made it a long time. Hope he did some good things. I'd say most of these guys were school teachers and lawyers and doctors. And
Well, the funny thing is, you had, like Chamberlain was professor of theology.
Yeah.
He's probably one of the best. He ended the war as a Brigadier General.
There we go. Pennsylvania unit. It's kind of nice they did it in a cross form.
Yep.
Always classy, always appreciated.
Right. You want to go to the
Just to the artillery and we'll be done. Because we still got to, however far we walk, we got to walk it back. Unless we can just kind of like jump out into traffic and then ride somebody's hood back to the car.
Yeah. You just walk back like this. Everyone go that way.
Do you happen to have
You got a pickup or something? Look, we're just getting the back with the hog. He might look small, but he's strong.
You got some hogs back there?
You got a hog. He ain't nothing with the hog.
Oh, here we go. What do we got? Battery B.
Yeah.
PRVC. No idea what that stands for.
First Pennsylvania Artillery.
Recruit. No. Commanded by Captain James Cooper. 4 3-inch rifled guns.
3 killed onward.
They got the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah.
Saw it all falling apart.
Engaged Carter's artillery and shelled Rhodes infantry on Oak Hill. About 3 p.m. moved into the woods in front of the cemetery. Resisted the final attack. Scales, Perrins, and other brigades.
For all you who believe that the artillery didn't engage other artillery, please ignore this clip.
Yeah.
Cavalry Corps. 6 3-inch rifles. What if this was cavalry? This was horse artillery.
Yeah.
12 men. Oh, they lost horses too, the poor bastards. I like
Well, this is the other thing. When you inflict, in a war game, you inflict casualties on a battery, the casualties
Yeah.
are not just the men.
The horse.
Horses, like,
Yeah.
it's, you know,
They're
and a gun with its wheel destroyed, it's not like you go, all right, change, you know, let's change the
break
wheel.
out the spare wheel.
Bring out the spare wheel. And we'll do that. And the artificers, they're going to come up and do that too, because everyone knows changing a wheel on a gun under fire. Well, you're not really changing a wheel on a gun unless you're doing it under fire.
Yeah.
You know, so anyone can do it. Like, anyone can do it in the rear with the gear, but you know, real artificers go forward and change wheels while they get freaking shelled.
No, thank you. All right, so let's do about
That's where you get a hammer and a nail and you go spike.
Gun's
you go,
done.
Leave it.
Yeah. Have fun.
That again is also why when you see orders of battle and you see they have this many guns, that does not mean that that's how many guns were in the line, because any sensible army commander keeps a artillery park knowing that he'll lose guns just from his own gunners spiking them because they've been disabled.
Yeah.
So So what? The battery then just is no longer effective? No, you take the guns to the park and you give the battery new guns.
And that's what the caissons stand for in GDA.
Exactly. That's
More guns being brought up.
guns being brought up. There's guns disabled. They're being spiked, and guns that aren't. They might not get spiked there and then, but when the battery has to go, okay, we're moving. Are we going forward or backwards? We're going backwards. Spike it. If we're going forwards, don't spike it. We'll go forward. The artificers will come forward and grab the gun. You know, repair it later after the battle, as long as we still hold the ground. Most guns that were captured during the Napoleonic Wars and that were captured after the battle.
Yeah.
They were damaged guns that were left. And even if they're spiked, it's like, still counts.
Yep. We're taking credit for
We're
it.
taking credit for it. That's 1 to us.
And
1-0.
There's Doubleday. He nods. Give us a thumbs up.
Yeah.
All right. So we drove past. I think it's discussed that it was the 2nd Cavalry or something.
Like one of the cavalry brigades would have been like kept over on the right.
Yeah.
And are these carried across this field? Oak Ridge, front, back, the road from position. Union soldiers wave. Oh no, they're infantry, 88th Pennsylvania.
The terrible span of no more than 10 minutes, the brigade lost 903 officers and men. Holy crap. Maybe what North Carolina brigade that was. Oh, the 12th, 20th, 25th, 12th, 20th, and 23rd North Carolina regiments were slaughtered in a surprise attack when they fell. It were exhumed in 1871 for burial down south. Holy crap. So they were in here? So they must have gone out in this field and just got smoked.
Yeah.
That's a natural defense line up there.
Yeah.
If they got them from both sides here, if they were firing from that ridge and from up here, they would have got like that's a good L-shaped ambush right there. They got chewed up. Oh, wow. Let's check out where all these monuments are up here. We're getting closer.
They obviously rolled a lot of 10s, 11s, 12s.
Oh yeah. They didn't get their save.
Yeah.
McPherson's brigade, Ewell's Corps, Rhodes Division, 5th, 12th, 20th, 23rd North Carolina. 1st Division's in the battle, advanced against the Unions, posted behind some stone. Tulsa O'Neill drew assault by the Union forces in front, left flank. Annihilated 3 regiments, 12th. Knowles suffered slight losses. Oh my gosh. Oh, 1470 present, 130 killed, 382 wounded, 308. Wow. Another Confederate brigade. This is just, this is amazing view on the battlefield. It done some serious damage. Pounder. Expanded 1,898 rounds. Look at the shot. McPherson's brigade, Ewell's Corps, Rhodes Division, 5th, 12th, 20th, 23rd North Carolina. 1st Division's in the battle, advanced against the Unions, posted behind some stone. Tulsa O'Neill assault by the Union forces in front, left flank. Annihilated 3 regiments, 12th. Knowles suffered slight losses. Oh my gosh. Oh, 1470 present, 130 killed, 382 wounded. wounded, 308. Wow. Another Confederate brigade. This is just, I mean, this is an amazing view on the battlefield. Could have done some serious damage over here. Pounder. Ammunition expended 1,898 rounds. Look at the shot. More Rhodes Division. This is Field Bridge. Killed, 1,700 wounded, 704 missing. Wow. Total casualties, 2,853, I think it is. It's insane.
They pulled back into Gettysburg.
They had nowhere to go. They had hammered from the side.
Exactly.
They said that one North Carolina battery over here.
897 rounds.
Yeah, it was like ridiculous.
Yeah, that's in an afternoon. That's not an entire day. That's late in the afternoon, day one.
That's like a campaign for some batteries. Holy cow!
And so this is the artillery reserve.
They're chilling back here
for the Yule's Corps.
Wow, it's a great position.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. You can see this monument. I'm glad they have this monument here, but
yeah, and this monument was commissioned by, I think, 3 Union and 2 Confederate states. I think Virginia, Tennessee, New York, Pennsylvania.
I hope North Carolina did it, because they.
A whole bunch of.
It seems like a lot of North Carolinians died on day one. They got smoked. It's a commanding view all the way back to the seminary.
And it's easy to understand how on day one, after holding so well and actually pushing the Rebs back, then getting pushed back gradually, they had to, once this flank was taken, or once the Confederates came in from this flank, that position's completely untenable.
You got guys in front.
Back into Gettysburg.
You got guys in front of you shooting at you. Then you start running, and then you got to go across from here all the way through those trees, and you're getting hit with artillery the entire time.
Yeah.
That's enfilading fire. So that's
exactly. So the fire's coming down along the line.
That's probably just.
So even if you've got batteries, artillery up, all your artillery, ammunition caissons, all your support, all your support stuff,
even your horse holders,
they're all getting smashed. Right, you can't stay there.
No wonder.
Right, if you want to have your division or your brigade divisions fighting the next day.
There's Gettysburg. You see, it's not too far away. It's just right there.
And then you can easily see the high ground as well beyond Gettysburg. Unless they're exceptionally tall trees, they must be hills.
We're end of day one, beginning of day two in our chronological following of this horrific battle, but awesome, but horrific.
Minor dust up.
Yeah, like 40,000 people dead or something. It's horrible. It's not minor.
It was a bit of a Donnybrook.
He's back.
Sure.
Potty's back.
With these.
Just kind of.
Pennsylvania potato.
So we're at the bottom of Colts Hill with the barb. What is it called? The barb of the bob.
Yeah, so the very far right flank.
And we just got there. We passed a bunch of memorials on the way in here, but this is just, I would not want to fight in this terrain. But we're going to walk up one of these trails here and check it out, bro. We're going to do something cool. All right, we'll see you in a sec.
107th New York Infantry.
This is a New York unit?
Yeah.
Which corps was this?
12th Corps.
12th Corps in the east, 28th Corps in the west, Antietam. There's all kinds. It just gets worse from here. This is the nice part. It just gets horrific. Now we got another one up here.
Yeah, I mean, if you're an American Civil War Union regiment, and you go, yeah, we enlisted just before Antietam, and then we fought through the end of the war. It's like, okay, so you had the very worst of it.
Yeah. I like to be in the Bull Run part. At least I wonder who this was.
Yeah, like
oh, this is a Confederate unit. Who are these guys? 1st Maryland Regiment Brigade volunteers. Most of the Maryland's was like on both sides, wasn't it? They had like they had those copper.
Yeah, you did. It was the Orphan Brigade was from. No, I think it was Kentucky. Was the Orphan Brigade?
Gotcha.
There were border states.
This must have been the Union Regiment then.
Yeah, it's Maryland is the Union.
Lockwood's Independent Brigade, 12th Corps. Yeah, there.
So I think the Orphan Brigade.
Pennsylvania unit. We're starting. I thought I saw a marker. They're probably going to be farther up though.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a marker. Oh, okay, we'll check that out. 1st Brigade, 1st Division, 12th Corps. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Holy cow. Let's look up the road here. You bet your sweet butts cheeks this road wasn't here during the battle. This is probably an original stone wall. First RHB. God, look at that.
RHB.
There.
Yeah.
Connecticut. Hell yeah. Let's see how these guys did. Another Maryland Infantry Corps. Colonel Joseph Studsburg or something. July. Occupied position reserve late in the afternoon. Moved to reinforce left of the line, returning about 9 p.m. Oh, and then they came back and then their works have been occupied by the Confederates. That's not fun. I bet they got smoked.
Yeah, but all their works were facing the opposite direction.
Yep, under there. Yeah, they didn't do too bad. 1 officer wounded. 6 men wounded. That's okay. That's a good day right there. Oh, but they fought some seriously bad boy. This was probably their best day. They were at Spotsylvania, Cold Harbor, Petersburg.
The crater, God.
Yeah, they were at Petersburg forever.
But most of the ones that died in the crater were colored troops.
Sucks. They were at Antietam. Whoa, Chancellorsville. That's terrible. They did their part. Oh, it's a big. I'm gonna read this big sign up here. 5th, 20th Connecticut, 3rd Maryland, 123rd, 145th New York, 46th Pennsylvania.
So this is Colt Hill. Well,
They're like brigade, artillery and infantry of the... Wow. There's some Connecticut unit again. We saw this before, but this is a different marker for the same unit. I think I'd be hugging one of these rocks.
I think that book that Tim had on the monument that you had gave a description to what the designs are, if you define the history of what.
Left flank, 123rd. Oh! Oh, it's New York, sorry. Left flank of the 1st Maryland for the Confederates. Got a monument for a Pennsylvania unit, 2nd Brigade, 2nd Division, 12th Corps. We saw I think I showed it to you on the video, there's a Maryland unit for the Confederate States. But, you know, and then 2 minutes before that we saw Maryland units for the Union, so brother against brother, literally. Terrible. Alright, let's check this one out. Oh, this is not a bad, at least you got a little bit of a field of fire here. They held this to the close of the battle. That's awesome. July 2nd position, the Reenact Regiment 7th Panther Brigade was withdrawn on returning during the night, found the enemy in these works. And they took the battle back. Oh, in the rear of the line. Oh, that's cool. Re-enlisted. I think they have their casualty counts over here.
I've never even met. And but he found me.
485 at Gettysburg, lost 15, 43 wounded, 8 captured or missing. Terrible. Oh, another. Oof. Interesting piece of terrain, drops down from here. Some markers. '29th Pennsylvania. Right flank of the 111th Pennsylvania. So they came together here. They probably, I would go across here, I guess. And then these guys would go here to kind of refuse the flank, I guess. Or they would just go straight across that. And then this is, this when they came back, the Maryland guys must have been here occupying it. Let's to the side. Or July 3rd, the battalion moving by the left flank formed at right angles with and inside the works and charged under fire in front, flank, and rear to the stone plant 100 yards west from this monument.
Of American Civil War battles, and there's one where up here on Cobb's Hill a Confederate regiment's charging, and they had this little dog with them, a little black spaniel, and as they're going forward, this little dog's rushing forward, and I think the dog ended up being captured by the Yanks, and it spent the rest of the war with this Union regiment. But they're charging out of this tree line, but it's not even half a soccer field wide.
Yeah.
And as they're going forward, all this fire is coming out of the opposite tree line.
So these guys lost 691 guys.
Yeah. See that like most regiments were only about
Yeah.
There were some regiments might have had tipping 1,000 men, but not many. And
a lot of them started at the recruitment station with that.
And then you would lose a lot through sickness and all that kind of stuff. Now, the thing is, the Yanks, the Feds, they let their regiments whittle down to as little as 100 guys. But the Confederates, so they'd have, say, I don't know, let's say the 1st New York, all right, starts off with 1,000 men. 2 years later, it's down to 100 men. And then it's just struck off the order of battle.
Yeah, they
get the 2nd New York.
Yeah.
So when the regiment is struck off the order, so is once the regiment depleted, then the regiment struck off the order of battle. But the Confederates, they didn't do that.
They just kept recruiting.
Yeah, they just keep recruiting to the same regiment. So they tended to keep their regiments up at full strength, which is actually, I think, a smarter thing to do, because
and you
maintain the regiment's esprit de corps.
And you get veterans too mixing in.
Yeah.
Well, so this whole line was Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
109th, 100th, and 11th came together here.
This is just bloody horrible to fight over.
Especially if you had two shoes or for the same foot.
Yeah.
Or no shoes at all.
Well, yeah, a lot of the Rebs would have been barefoot.
In Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Went into action. I think they only had 149 guys, 149 officers and men. Now they had nobody. They didn't do too bad. We're not seeing the horrific casualties of...
Say again?
We're not seeing... Well, the Confederate Union back there got absolutely murdered. We're not seeing the horrific casualties for the Union compared to day one over there.
Yeah. No, a lot more Confederates were guys up here.
New Yorkers.
Infantry, New York State Militia, 84th New York Volunteers, 2nd Brigade, 1st Division, 1st Corps.
Reinforced Greens Brigade unexpectedly encountered the advance of Johnson's division of Ewell's Corps. Abandoned the works and was advancing toward Baltimore Pike. Heavily engaged at the railroad around the seminary. 105 wounded, 99 missing. So that's pretty horrible when you only have like 300 guys and you lose 214 of them.
That's those damn Redlegs again.
Yeah. Oh, is that them? Yeah, it is them.
Yeah, it's them again.
We get some markers here.
They were all over the place that day.
You can tell a massive concentration. This was probably brutal right
I was
here.
thinking it was the 14th hour.
This is Pennsylvania boys, and we're probably getting into somebody else over here. '29th OVI. Is that Virginia? Scott? OVI.
Oregon.
No, it can't be Oregon. Oh yeah, Ohio. Forgot about that too. 109th Pennsylvania left flank. Yes. Forgot about Ohio. I'm gonna get shot for that one. Sorry, gents. Who is it?
Geary. Oh, yeah, Geary.
Who is he? Who was he commanding?
On this day, he would have been Brigadier General.
No, who's he in command of?
He was a colonel of 28th Pennsylvania up until 1862. Brigadier General U.S. Volunteers, April. So he would have commanded one of the brigades up here. I don't know which one though. But I know he had a lot to do on that day. He's mentioned a lot.
Well, he survived the war. Got to 1873. It's just horrible. New Yorkers everywhere now. It's the first Ohio unit I've seen here. Why don't they bring somebody out here just to kind of reinforce the writing so we don't lose it? Mustard in 3 months. New York unit. Held this position until the retreat of the rebel army. These guys never let it go. 137th New York. You got a Zouave unit behind you.
Up here.
Yeah, 23rd. It's just, this is a mess. Whoa. Zouave unit, 23rd Pennsylvania Volunteers, 1st Brigade, 3rd Division, 6th Corps. Oh, now we're into 6th Corps. So you got 12th and 6th Corps mixed together, huh? We're on top of Culp's Hill now. No observation deck, we'll check that out, but this is it. I'll trip on a rock and break my face. Splintered shot and shells, breastworks scarred the earth. Oh my gosh.
George Sears Green.
Is that the same statue from down there?
No, different guy. That
Okay.
was Geary down here.
That's right, that's right.
Yeah, well, it takes an effort to get a battery up here.
Yeah.
And you see there's monuments down there. Well, I'm going to go up there because from up there might be apparent.
Battery E. Pennsylvania Volunteers. Yeah, it's awesome. I'll call you when I get a heart attack.
See if I can't get a heart attack.
We'll follow Scott up. He's lead man at some point. He's essentially special forces.
Essentially.
Oh, there they are again, firing at guns. How dare they do that? Counter battery fire. Ordnance rifles. Nice. The view.
little round top over there.
All right.
You got the big round top, which is obviously the taller of the two. So this is like, you know how they keep on saying the Pickett's Charge is the high water mark of the Confederacy? Yeah, bollocks to that. Day 2, Barksdale's charge through the peach orchard, and that was, if the Confederates were going to win Gettysburg, it was going to be that day there.
Not happening.
Because Pickett's charge was a fool's errand. They was never going to, like, unless they had gave them all sappy plates and Kevlar helmets, they were going, they were not going to win that one. Whereas at Barksdale's charge, they actually broke through. There was a point where a regiment from Barksdale's brigade was actually looking down into the into the Union artillery park.
Oof.
And they just turned around and went back.
Oh, that's a good call. Who made that decision?
Well, the problem was Barksdale was down. He'd been, I think he was killed outright or mortally wounded.
Somebody took over for him. Huh?
Yeah. Dan Sickles had gone forward off the line because he went, oh, there's
Plenty of good space up there.
There's some pretty good ground there at the front. It's like, yeah, but leave your flank open. Yeah, flank schmank. And off he goes. And then Longstreet's, some boys from Longstreet's Corps come smashing through. I think Hood's division.
That was where we wwere yesterday at the end, right?
Yeah, so yeah, we started off, you can see the cupola, as they like to say. And so over there would be, well, that's the township of Gettysburg, so they're coming in through over there.
Seventh Indiana, so they were probably here. That's Gettysburg, that direction. They had some horrible duty stations. There's no branch clinic Key West for these guys. Oh, they're part of the 1st Corps. Oh! Start off in Philippi. That's Gettysburg, and that's Culp's Hill. So they got this big open terrain, so you know that was a bad day out there. Very bad day. Darkness fell. 2,500 from Louisiana and North Carolina moved across the field to your right. They did. This is where Ewell came in. Green Hill, they're right ahead for 30 cannon. Crippling fire, the Southerners charged, punching through the Union line at the base of the hill, following their flags, and encouraged by their officers. Confederates rushed up the hill. Fighting was hand to hand as artillerymen fought back with pistols, hand spikes, and rammers. Union reinforcements were successfully driving off the attackers. Good. Thank you, gentlemen.
Guns defending their gun position.
Yeah. Essentially special forces.
Yeah.
That is the theme of the day.
Like
this battle was brought to you by Patty's Potato Gruel.
Patty's Pennsylvania potato gruel.
Served on a potato bun. So they came across here on that was day 1 then.
Yes.
And they got pushed back.
Yeah, this is where they select because we've got the high ground here.
It's made a bet. This is
it's Slocum.
Oh, it's Slocum.
Yeah.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, he's the Corps commander.
Which corps was he? I can't remember them all. He survived the war, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he was one of them, like Hancock, who said, no, this is the ground we're staying fighting over.
So I bet these guns were more facing this direction. Let's sight it in with the
This is a great artillery position.
artillery recons picking this out. They had a brew right here and picked it out. Oh, we're doing this. We're doing it right here.
Yeah, artillery recon would have come up here earlier, gone, yeah, okay, make a brew, we're staying here. We're essentially special forces.
Bring up the guns.
And then we'll bring up the guns. Let's find me a gun position officer and a battery guide.
Here we go. Cadet U.S. Military Academy, 1848, 2nd Lieutenant, 1st Artillery Battery. Got out in 56 prior to the Mexican War. He was at Bull Run. 12th Corps. Temporarily commanded the right wing of the Army of the Potomac, consisting of all that stuff. Commanded the 12th Corps April 18th, 1864. Assumed command of the military district of Vicksburg. Got out in 1865. Good for him. It's probably got stats on this battery. East Cemetery Ridge. Amazing. Of course, Culp's Hill. You got markers for regiments coming down here from Culp's Hill. They're getting attacked from every freaking direction possible. That must have sucked up there. Yep. Oh. Yeah, that's what you said. Hayes and Hoke's Brigade exposed their left flank to Stevens Battery.
Double canister. Take that.
That's no fun. That's a bad day. You fail your saving throw against that, you're hosed. Must have a bunch of guns up here. Looks like 4 batteries.
Yeah, and the defenders would literally have just, they would have been shooting at them. When that opened up, oh sorry.
You're good,
When
okay.
they came in, they would have been like just, literally just down there. If they're firing double canister into them,
Yeah.
they're just only
I'm talking 100 yards.
in that
Right?
mid-ground there, that's where they are. And they'd just be pouring them.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like, this is the thing.
All right, we're on Cemetery Ridge. I want to say Centenary. Cemetery Ridge. There's the cemetery. And we'll find out who that guy is. This is the left flank of the 27th Pennsylvania. I guess they were defending this way into Gettysburg. I'm sure the city's a lot bigger now than it was. 27th Pennsylvania, 1st Brigade, 2nd Division, 11th Corps. July 1st, regiment moved to brigade, afternoon to north. 5 killed. Oh God. That sucks. Oh, they 305 men. They lost 75. That's terrible. Saw worst. That's the end of their lines there. Another New York unit, 134th. And we'll see what all this. These guns would have got the other guns, and a crossfire would have been horrible. Pouring into those 2 Confederate corps that went across towards Culp's Hill. I don't want that one. Having a moment there. Another left of the 73rd Pennsylvania. First Brigade, 2nd Division, 73rd Pennsylvania. They were everywhere. 3rd returned to its former position in the cemetery, insisted repulse of the enemy final assault, which must have been Pickett's charge. I'm guessing. Scott will tell me if I'm wrong. Officers, 318 men. Oof. Rough stuff. 2nd Division, 11th Corps. Not sure who these gentlemen were. More guns. Oh, General Howard. Nice to meet you, sir. He must have been, he's a Corps commander. Let's see what he was. He survived the war till 1909. Good stuff. West Virginia, commemoration of the valor and fidelity of the 7th West Virginia. Oh, it's him? Army of the Potomac, 11th Corps Headquarters, Major General Oliver Howard. Battery. 1st Pennsylvania Light Battery. God, that's Culp's Hill, so they just were blasting. So between that battery up there, this battery over there, I think, and these batteries, they must have just motored. That would have been, oh, must have been horrible for those rebels out there. He's getting smoked. Oh, here it is. There's their stats. Battery F, battery G. These guys ran out of ammo. They got attacked. 8 p.m. Holy crap. Oh, 1861. Not sure what unit this was. Oh, it's the batteries. 1st Pennsylvania Light Artillery. Thousand rounds from 4 guns. Holy cow, and that must have been some horrible stuff down there. Those units in front of them, they were firing over their heads. So that's the cemetery arch. So the Confederates came right at these guys from across that hill. They must have done like a 2-pronged attack, one trying to go up Culp's Hill, and then someone made a right-hand turn and came this way. Oof.
Positions over there where they do start firing down towards.
This is Big Hancock. It's kind of nice that you've got the 12th Corps and 2nd Corps like right next to each other.
Yeah.
And he survived the war. He got shot here. Bam. He was friends with Armistead. Nice. Timeline. As the troops of the Army of the Potomac started converging. 1st Corps. And this is day 2, which is horrible. They got out of here quick afterwards. They got out of here quickly afterwards.
Slow chase up after.
Yeah, November 19th, they let it clean up a little bit, got rid of all the dead people. Where the Gettysburg. This is we're on the other side of the cemetery where we were before. It's about General Armistead. Mortally wounded. Union Captain Henry Bingham, a fellow Freemason. Freemasons doing it. That's cool. Awesome. And there's a statue of him. Let's see that. Memorial is marked with stones for Freemasons that passed away. There he is. Awesome. We gave his watch and what?
Personal effects, letters, pins.
In all the states.
You can see on his jacket where he's like a bullet just skipping his coat.
That's awesome.
And then over on this side, on his other side of his jacket, he's got another one where it's gone through the upper sleeve.
Yep, I see it. And you got.
Now I don't know if he was wounded in the arm as well, but he was pretty shot up.
Yes, shoo. I love the embossment on the Confederate guys' uniforms and their sleeves. They're amazing. They took one in the chest or the abdomen, I'm guessing. So we're in the peach orchard. Is that big round top right there?
Yep.
So Sickles came forward to here with his core. The guy was just watching something on the historical YouTube channel. One of them talking about the Sickles came forward against orders, and he wanted to shoot. He thought he was a good shot to go against those where the Confederates came out. They didn't have enough troops to occupy it. And that's where they started dying. They held out for a while, but they got outflanked. They got outflanked on both sides, didn't they?
Yep. Oh, it's a salient. It's like when he came forward, it's like, could you have been any dumber? You've just bulged the line out.
Yep. 1863, this peach orchard belonged to the Sherry family, whose brick home still opposite of my second Dan Sickles, 10,000 man 3rd Army Corps. I guess Hooker started reinforcing in behind him because he knew Sickles was a moron. So he'll be coming tumbling back in a little bit. That's without orders from Meade. Commander mile long front formed an angle or salient here, vulnerable to attack from 2 directions. Also left a gap. Good job, buddy. Sickles got crushed. And these are all the peaches. There's peaches in the tree, so you can't beat it. Don't take my word for it. Peaches. And you see artillery everywhere. And the units of this corps were out here. Got all their unit markers and everything, so we'll go up here and check it out.
Hey, he went, oh, we should come forward to this high ground. Well, the problem coming forward to this high ground is that you've left all your mates back on. You can see the cemetery ridge there. That's how far his forward has come across the line. So now his core is bulging out like a pimple, it's a salient. And salients are notoriously difficult to defend because you've now created flanks of the enemy to come in at.
Yep.
And so it's kind of like if the whole Union line had advanced forward, maybe, but it didn't. It was just this him going alone, coming forward. And like I said, an officer turns to Hooker and goes, "Oh, Sickles going forward," and Hooker goes, "Oh, don't worry, he'll see me tumbling back."
But it's an impressive field of fire from here. But no buddies.
But it's an impressive field of fire in both directions. And that's therein lies the conundrum.
There it is.
Yeah. He went, oh, we should come forward to this high ground. Well, the problem coming forward to this high ground is that you've left all your mates back, like you can see the
Yeah.
cemetery ridge there. That's how far his forward he's come across the line. So now his core is bulging out like a pimple, it's a salient. And salients are notoriously difficult to defend because you've now created flanks for the enemy to come in at.
Yep.
And so it's kind of like if the whole Union line had advanced forward, maybe, but it didn't. It was just this him going alone, coming forward. And like I said, an officer turns to Hooker and goes, "Oh, Sickles going forward," and Hooker goes, "Oh, don't worry, he'll see me tumbling back."
But it's an impressive field of fire from here. But no buddies.
But it's an impressive field of fire in both directions. And therein lies the conundrum.
There it is.
Yeah, see?
Excelsiors.
Excelsior.
Sickles, Excelsior.
A lot of these firemen brigades,
Yeah.
when the war started, formed regiments.
Yep.
So yeah, 74th, 70th.
It's the 73rd.
Yeah.
Fire Zouaves.
Yeah.
Oh, they lost 162. Oh. Oh, they lost 116. These guys got butchered. They lost 91. So we lost a good 400 guys. There's the fire Zouaves out there. Probably this fence right here. Holy crap. They were, look, there's still cemetery ridges over there. Sickles really hooked them up. '71st. This will probably be the 72nd down here. They got smoked. Excelsior Field. God, they were so far out in front. I fell back so they just a little bit over the ridge so they didn't get hit by artillery from their rebels. Or something. I'll read these two placards up here. This will probably be the 70th, I'm guessing. Sorry, it's boring. I'm just walking. '72nd. Oof, that's one more down there. 3rd Corps, 2nd Division. Can't remember if I filmed this or not. Colonel William Brewster. wonder what this one is. There'll be another one. Try across the street, see if this one's the same marker. Artillery Brigade. Crazy train. Finally some Parrott guns. Haven't seen these. These were mustered out in 1865. Who are these guys? Clark's Battery, Battery B, 1st New Jersey, 3rd Corps. 1,300 rounds of ammunition. $1888. Wow. Let's see if I can find this one over here. 7th New Jersey Volunteers, 3rd Brigade, Burling 2nd Division, 3rd Corps. 1861, 1865, 38 battles. Holy cow. Moving here, Graham's Brigade. "24 killed, 77 wounded, 13 missing, 114, probably 200 guys. Horrible. Enough said. What a nightmare. That's Devil's Den. And then if you look right to the right, little round top. Just get in here and just get smoked.
It was the wrong way.
Oh, it was the wrong way. Definitely the wrong way. They should have attacked. They should have gone somewhere else. I'm glad that. I wish Longstreet would have read that sign. Well, I guess he did. Lee needed to read that sign.
Yeah, Nick, he's the one who should have read it.
Holy cow. And it's like we passed a swamp. Looks like everything bad. Only thing he did was, I don't know what could have made it worse. Samurais, I guess, with swords chopping them up.
This is where Strong Vincent was killed.
Yep.
So, Chamberlain's 20th Main's up there. They have.
They could probably shoot down here from there. It's horrible.
Chamberlain's 20th Main's up there. His brigade commander, Strong Vincent's down here. He's actually standing up on these rocks. I wonder if we can find a monument to him.
Yeah, I think there's something up here. Great place for an artillery battery. Just getting up here. It's tough to walk up here myself with steps. Woof. Alright, 1st Division, 3rd Corps. I lost 760 men. Holy cow. So they held this and just were shooting down, right?
So they were holding this the Devil's Den until this is part of the calamity that was Sickles Salient.
Yeah.
So Sickles Salient gets smashed, they get pushed back into Devil's Den. There's a lot of fighting in Devil's Den, but the Confederates prevail, they push through, and then they start moving up Little Round Top. And at that point, That's when I get stopped.
Thank God. And that's. I bet they had everything, whatever was left over from sickle stuff, right? The peach orchard's out that way, right?
Over there.
Okay. Who's that out there? Another artillery officer?
No, that's
Oh, there's a road. Surprised what's his name doesn't have a monument. Probably does, just haven't seen it yet.
From Vincent.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he would. I'm sure there's one here for him.
Orange blossoms. Never even heard of them. So as much I know. Major General Cromwell bit the bullet. Oof. Out from Devil's Den. Just amazing. Must be to the left of Peach Orchard.
So the 124th New York in here
Yeah.
basically held and a battery. They held this for about an hour as the Confederates were trying to get through Devil's Den.
Bet that took some fucking monumental effort.
The commander there, that's why that Ellison was known.
Yeah. Yeah, thank
He
you.
was killed. He got on a horse with.
Yeah, I've just seen so. Yeah. Just seen so many more rifled artillery. It's crazy. First wars, it was really, you know, one photographed and two documented. So it's just a lot of reporters following around behind it, and a lot of journals. God, it's crazy that picture's still intact. So
That was staged. That famous photo is actually staged.
Is it?
Yeah. Because it was done well after the battle. There was no dead bodies in it.
Was that just a live guys put in there?
Yeah, they just said, can you let us slide down in there and we'll take photos.
Try to get a good picture of this. How the sun's glaring off it. Tall. A period of 2.5 hours, the ground changed hands 6 times for as long as Street Corps attempted to smash loose the Union line. It came from the rear, left, Union reinforcements moved in from front and right. Soldiers fought ready-made defenses, stone walls, stony hills. The wheat field, I estimated at least 6,000 on both sides of the devastating. There's a map. So 4:30 p.m. Confederates attacked. Everywhere. Well, that's just an easy attack. Boom. 5:30 Union reinforced, driven back, and then here comes everything. Shabam! Hood. Sam's. I guess Barksdale would be a little bit farther. That is cool. Good picture.
We were down in Devil's Den.
Yeah.
You can see how close it is to the Little Round Top.
That's a great picture. Another Pennsylvania. What a view. I'll have to go back and digest that picture.
So there's Devil's Den.
All right.
To your left.
Wow, look at that swamp.
So see with that.
Get up here, bastard.
Yeah. See. That is the Devil's Den. That the swamp is the left bottom. If you imagine a salient plunging out that way, that swamp marks the left bottom corner of a bulge that goes out along that road and then hooks around and then comes back in. over there. So that's where Sickles salient is. They're stuck out there.
And that barn out there is the one they were talking about on that podcast when it was
That,
burned
that
to the ground.
the red, yeah. If you just see a red, it's a bright red solid barn. I can't see it. You might be able to, but it's out there, over there somewhere. You see where those wheat fields are?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's out there somewhere, and that's where the Pennsylvania. There's a Zouave unit in there. They turn into like a little mini fortress at the end of the day, but it's also full of wounded. So when they withdraw, the barn catches fire. There's wounded in there. Most of them perish. They burn to death. But as Sickles salient breaks, some of the defenders are fighting in Devil's Den. So basically, Barksdale's unit is going on to, from the Confederate perspective, the left side of the salient up onto Cemetery Ridge. On this side, it's Hood's guys. It's guys from Hood's Corps. They're coming up through here, all right, and it's the 5th Corps that's here.
Yeah.
Grosvenor Warner has managed to convince the Meade to bring in troops onto this garrison here. That's how you got the 20th Maine, and then you got some New York regiments. And the 20th Maine is over there. And
Check that out.
yeah, and then here's the 155th Pennsylvania Volunteers, 5th Corps. So they're standing in here, basically.
It's a good field of fire.
Yeah, and you can see the marker for.
Good jump without blowing out your knees anymore. Oh, coming
Back
back.
the other way.
Showing off his airborne skills.
Can't stand on that. So, that monument there was the one we were standing on before.
Yeah.
Which is 3rd Corps.
Gotcha.
The extreme left end of it was the 3rd Corps.
Pretty freaking cool.
Yeah. Never step on a monument. Never
No.
stand on monuments.
Good move. All right. Excellent. Yeah.
He's the guy that firstly gets up here and goes, "Why isn't anyone up here? Why don't we have any troops on this?"
Neat. Let's go up. Cool.
That swampy ground, that's the bottom left corner of Sickles salient. Salient goes up on the right hand side of that swamp all the way up towards the peach orchard, and it hooks around towards where that house is. There should be a barn, that red barn's in there somewhere, and then it plunges back in line. And that is Sickles salient, and that's why he gets his ass handed to him, because he's sticking out like a sore thumb. They get half the division, half the corps gets driven back in through Devil's Den, and they hold them long enough here so that they get troops up to Little Round Top. And this is where the assault on the second day on the United States left ends. But Barksdale's boys, they end up going in through there. They actually get onto Cemetery Ridge. Nice. But then, inexplicably, they decide, no, we've had enough for the day, and they go home. Well, they go back to the Confederate lines.
It's time for a sweet tea.
Yeah. Let's have some sweet tea.
Oh, let me go sweet tea now.
So he gets off, but he is still ostracized by the
This is what it looked like. He's gonna fight this crap.
Yep.
That looks
And then you go through there. See
Chamberlain.
that monument down through there?
Yep.
It's got a Maltese cross on it.
Yep.
So that's definitely a 5th Corps unit, which means that could be Chamberlain or maybe a bit further
Let's
on.
go weave our way through.
Yeah. You
Let's
know
go. Let's go tackle and grapple.
that-
What was it?
That's good breastworks though.
Mom, what was it? Don't put past him.
Let me fuck off. 20th Maine. Here we go, baby. See what these guys. We got a little sign up here for the boys at the far left of the Republic.
So here's Vince Strong. Strong Vincent. So this is the guy that's killed down at Devil's Den,
Pointed for Chamberlain.
and he's telling the Chamberlain, like, dude, you gotta
So you're here.
You got to stay here.
I'm gonna go over there. Good luck.
Now I'm going to go down there and die
Yeah.
a hero.
I got
And
plans.
you can stay up here and be a hero and not die.
This captain's like, I'm gonna make some shit up.
Could be his brother. Well, no, he hasn't got mutton chops.
Yeah.
The crazy first Minnesota.
They were just in the right place, the right guys in the right place at the right time. Old at all hazards. Yeah, good luck. 90 minutes, 125 casualties. I wonder how many casualties they inflicted.
Oh, a lot. An awful lot. At least 343 men and officers from the 50th,
The center
15th
floor, we saw the
Alabama.
line colors begin to move, and I received no orders of anything else to do but bless, so I shouted forward, and we all joined in and shout. Come on, boys. Oats.
See, this is what I was talking about. Who gave the order to charge?
Yeah. I think he was a man. Looked like he was a man of strong conviction. So I think he wouldn't have made that up.
And like I said, at the end of the day, he's the commanding officer of the regiment. So ultimately, if everything went bad, there would be plenty of blame to go his way.
Yeah.
So any regiment, if it performs well, like
It's all the
you've
glory,
gotta,
all the
you've got
blame.
to give some of the credit, at least the lion's share, to the commanding officer.
I was putting this on my video camera. At some point it died. I'm not sure exactly where it went. I won't get a chance to see this again. It's the marker for the 20th Maine. And we're at the far left of the Union line on Little Round Top. And these are their fortifications. Where they fought. That's their view. So of course there was no road there. And then they peeled their lines back to the left when the Confederates kept on outflanking. They kept moving down. And they pulled his men way over here. And you'll see a battalion marker over here. I guess there must have been a fire or something in here trying to regrow everything, putting the trees back. They've got it kind of closed off. This is the far left. And they pulled back. Yeah. He pulled back and he held off against all hazards. I don't know what point my camera died. My battery's back in the car. So I'll save that for. Yeah.
Initially they go straight forward where there's nothing, and then they wheel, they do a left wheel and then charge again, and then they take the Confederates in the flank and push them down the...
Wow. Absolutely. And through that.
So it would have been
What a disaster. Without
forward double time march, halt, dress, by the right,
boom.
right wheel, charge.
Wow. Awesome. Made all of his activation rolls. at all these. This is the Confederate gun line.
This is Ewell's Corps here.
Ewell, it's Ewell. He just fired. That way. Gun, gun, gun. 100 guns. High school is right there in the middle of Pickett's Charge, I guess. I don't know, Foster, maybe that was cool. More guns. That is awesome. It's kind of neat. They've got every one of them's a different type of gun. There's Napoleon's, it's rifle. There's Parrots, it's 3-inch ordnance rifles. It's like awesome. There's a howitzer. Nice.
Alright, here we go.
You gotta find the Confederate monument. That's where they. Gun, 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 gun. Keep going, guns. That's great. I assume they have a huge monument down here somewhere.
Yeah, Roman School.
Look at that field. That looks like a dumb idea.
Focus box here. And so this is where we're from.
Yeah, everyone's here, so you know it's good. 11th Mississippi. Davis's Brigade. East Division. Army of Northern Virginia. 393 combatants. Everybody's dead. They had 53 guys make it. Wow. Army of Northern Virginia, Hills Corps, Anderson's Division, Lane's Battalion. Lane's. Wow. It's guns for days. I don't know if I'm getting all this in here or not. Wow. Hey, everybody. 657th, 1st and 3rd, 32nd, 43rd, 5th, 12th, 20th. Wow. That's where they went. They stepped off from here. They're in the woods here. They probably would have stepped off from behind the gun line and walked through them. They went all the way across that crap.
Have to walk down that way.
All right, and then if you look this way.
Drive down, actually.
Yeah, if this is North Carolina boys and Tennessee boys.
This is the left Pickett's Charge.
Yeah, they got markers here for units. You see what unit this is here? This North Carolina. North Carolina boys. All the way across. It's pretty freaking cool. That's from the state of North Carolina. Sweet. You can see the guns. Lots of guns. Tennessee monument over there. Wow.
My fault.
Beautiful. Oh yeah, busted it. This is just farther down the line. That's got to be Amistad. Amazing.
So were you in Afghanistan on behalf
I was with the Australian Army,
of Australia?
and my job was, I was mentoring mentors. So I was embedded with an Afghan battalion, either engineer one or an artillery one, engineer one or an infantryman. But I'm an artillery. that's right. Not so much. Seems like any man could stop a lead bullet just as good as any other one.
Yeah. Holy crap. All right, that's Pickett's charge. You can see, let me zoom in on that. It's hard to see with the sun.
I mean, you could walk it further, but
Nah, it's all right. Go out there and get some ticks on my
yeah.
on
you get
my
the general
on my
idea.
on my potatoes.
Yeah.
That's
Come on, lads, let's get across that fence.
just terrible idea.
Yeah. But they're strong in their flanks, so they must be weak in the centre.
Did you wait?